And today on the Black Ross Network, we have the one and only poet, writer, just an all-around, I would say, an artist. Just an artist to his own, Mr. Marc Worthy. What's happening, Marc? How you doing today, bro?
I'm blessed.
Right
Truly,
on, man. Listen, man, before we got started, I was kind of talking to you a little bit about your pen name.
Yeah.
And you told me your pen name, it was Smooth
Word.
Smooth Word. Can you tell the folks what that word means, what Smooth Word, that name means in totality? What did you mean like that from an artist standpoint?
Well, it's an acronym. It's spelled SMOVWRD. And it stands for speak, motivative, objective, verbal, words, outright, demanding. Man, instead of handing them anything, we must train our seeds, especially to read. That's how my name was derived. Look into this black man's eyes, pain that was cried, how I despised the way my people were deprived. We were kings and queens in our own land, but through your lies, our culture died and slavery arrived. Speak, motivative, objective, verbal, words, outright, demanding. Instead of handing them anything, must train our seeds, especially to read.
See, this man needs no introduction, y'all. I told you. Man, that was absolutely beautiful, man. When did your love for poetry begin?
Well, it started off in 11th grade, which I didn't know I had it in me. It was my English 11th grade teacher.
It's always some English teachers, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Miss Watson.
You
know, she gave us this project when I consider my life has been spent. And instead of writing an essay, I wrote a poem. And from there, it just like blossomed into something. She was just all excited. And I told her, nah, I'm not going to be a poet. I'm going to be a jock or, a doctor or something.
Yeah.
It was always something. But she had that, she instilled in me that's what my goal and my gift was.
Man, that's beautiful, man. So your English teacher pretty much was the biggest impact. Would you say she was the biggest impact? Any family members at all? Were they writers or poets at all within the family?
My dad said he was he always say, hey, I can do this, I can do that,
Yes, sir.
If you had known my dad, you know that he was a person that always was into something.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sure. So it's beautiful. Okay. So the impact from your father, from family, you might as well say family, and your English teacher. So what high school did you go to, Marc?
East Forsyth.
East Forsyth. Okay. Yeah. My son goes to East Forsyth. That's pretty dope, man. So did you have dreams about words or letters? Did you see the poetry?
Well, not at first. Until when I got out of high school, I went into the military for a little bit. When I got out,
service.
No problem.
Yeah.
When I got out, I was hooked up back with my father, whatever. Like both of my fathers.
I got you.
And it started to flourish. It started to flourish. Words started to come. Vision started to come.
Yeah.
And so I just started writing, and it was crazy because my cousin had came over one day, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was on my computer. I had just gotten out the military and got a job with Intergon, GMAC.
Oh, I remember those days. Yeah.
And they had this computer program where you can, get the computer and they can pay it through your, your checks each month or whatever.
That. Yes, sir.
And so I had just gotten. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm on the computer, saying, writing."
Yeah.
And he started writing, and I started writing, and it just like, wow, it just started coming. Then my mom came over and say, "This is something a professional would write." And if you had to know my mom because she was very, very straightforward.
Sure.
So it gave me the motivation to continue.
Wow, so this was a God-given talent.
No doubt.
It just fell in your lap.
Yes,
and you
no
ran
doubt.
with it. I love that, man. What would you say? I haven't had the opportunity to hear some of your work other than from the beginning. Well, when I think about some of the greats, I think about Nikki Giovanni, of course, our beloved Maya Angelou, and so many more. Langston Hughes, so many of our
Yes.
poets, and I'm probably missing a few. James Baldwin, So
Conte
when you think
Collins.
about our right, yeah, yeah. So when you think about our great poets, even the street poets,
Mm-hmm.
from even the ones that have passed and gone on, you
Mm-hmm.
know, your poetry, I think, also has an advocacy part also within it too, right? An element within that. When did that begin to blossom, or did you always go for being an advocate for the struggle, for the people, for the culture? Did it start that way, or was it before, maybe talking about the city streets, maybe talking about life, um, anything, family? Did it start off with advocacy at first, or did it
Yeah, it started
blossom
off with
to
that.
that? Oh,
Started
so you
off with that.
started off with that.
Yeah, it started off from the beginning,
Mm.
and I started off like first like writing, combining like the spiritual aspect of
Okay.
it with
Yes.
the worldly streets, because I've been through
Uh,
some things, I've
okay.
seen things,
Understood.
so I
Understood.
confused them together
Yeah.
and try to win souls over.
Sure. 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 Sure.
I call it bridging the gap.
Mm.
That elder can give it to the youth.
Yeah. 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 Man, it's beautiful, man. I also was thinking about what's the street poet out of the Bronx, Panero.
Okay.
He was a street poet. I hope I'm saying that right. Forgive me, guys, if I messed that up, but I think it is Panero. And I saw a documentary on him, man. He was an addict, but his words were so powerful, man, as he talked about the struggle. What do you think that comes from? That you can have someone who may have maybe struggling in this area, but that gift just kind of outweighs even the struggle till you sit back and you're like, wow, this is an addict. And so many of our artists are, not all of them, but a few of them, you know, I like to say they become a victim of, the environment. They become a victim of the environment.
I like to say this: you have to go through something
Mm.
to have testimony,
Yes, sir.
and testimony what wins others over.
Every single time, right?
So you got to go through. You have to have testimony. So
Hmm.
yeah, if you've never been through anything, you have
You ain't
nothing to
got nothing to
talk
talk
about.
about. That's right.
So
That's
how
right.
can you tell someone else the experience that you went through and how you
Mm.
overcame it?
That's so important too, man. That's the power of words. Can you talk about that? Can you talk about the power of words and how they can impact, even when we hear music
Yeah.
nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
I know we live in a culture now where so many people will say, well, man, it's not affecting me. You just have to raise your kids right. I want to know your thoughts on that because we grew up in the hip hop era.
Okay.
And our parents didn't always agree with some of the lyrics that were going on through the music that we listened to.
Yeah.
And so now that we have children, grandchildren, some of us, then we've become our parents almost.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the same time, can you talk about the power of words a little bit, if you would?
Words changes things.
Mm,
That's the first thing I want to say. Someone told me, because I used to just write for myself.
mm.
Someone says, you don't know who needs to hear this. It might just change make somebody's day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's what I was like, wow.
Mm,
So it's the power of your tongue, and the words can actually modify or change someone's situation.
mm.
So,
Good or bad, I guess you could say.
and my motto is, if I touch one person, I've done something great.
Man, that's something, man. And so as you've been on this journey, with writing, being a poet, spoken word,
Yeah.
do you ever do improv? Do you ever just improv and just do a whole? Oh, can you just go off the top, or do you have to sit and think? How did your creativity evolve? How did
My
you tap
creativity
in?
started right in front of like a computer, having my biblical sense, and have
Okay.
that thesaurus dictionary right there, and just playing with words. And then when I come out this poetic high, I have
Mm.
this this piece, and sometimes it amazes myself. I'll be reading it, I'll be like, wow, I know this ain't me, not me, you know. So
Right.
So it started. That's how it really manifests.
Yeah. Talk about what that moment is like for you when you're going through that writer's high. What is that like for you? You know, we hear about the runner's high, but what is that high like for you, Mark?
Wow, it's like I'm on top of the world, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I can meditate first, have my little candles or whatever,
Mm.
and then I just get into this poetic motion, and I just ask God to, you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
to give me the discernment to speak
Yeah.
and to use my words carefully.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I come down, man, it's like, wow. I'd be like, wow, I did this, you
Yeah.
know. Sometimes I question myself, but I know it ain't nothing but Him.
Yeah. For sure, man. Um, it's so good whenever I'm able to see friends from the past and
Yeah.
to see the evolution, to see them evolve and become. The funny thing about this, though, Mark, I never even knew, brother, that you did this until, what'd you say, about last year sometime? I say around last year.
Yeah.
It might have been a little longer than that, though.
Yeah.
But I know we have been talking about doing this, man.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely proud, and I got to come out and I'm proud of you. So I got to extremely come out. I got to come out and see you, man,
Yeah.
actually perform and do your thing and do your work.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting here as you were in the beginning, kind of explaining smooth word through poetry.
Yeah.
And I know it's not finished. I know that's something that you're working on, but just to see you at that point do that, I was sitting there like, wow, I had no idea. And we used to see each other all the time in passing, laughing and talking. And I had no idea that that kind of gift was stirring and just building up inside of you. So let me make a correction. His name, Pinero is right, but his name is Miguel Pinero. He's responsible for the New Eurekan. He co-founded the New Eurekan movement, New Eurekan Poets Cafe. He was raised in poverty in New York City on the Lower East Side.
Okay.
He wrote street poetry. But I remember seeing a documentary on him, man. It was a great documentary. I would
Okay.
employ everybody if they could at some point check out Miguel Pinero's documentary. I forgot the actor that played him, but he did an amazing job. But it made me just think about how words
Mm-hmm.
are so powerful, even in the midst of the adversities that we may be going through in our life. That gift
Mm-hmm.
still
Yeah.
comes out as powerful as the words that are coming out of that vessel that God is using.
Guy uses that I really follow was Gil Scott Heron. Revolution Not Be Televised, one of his
Yes,
famous
sir.
poems, but he had like Spirit, Piece of a Man. He had so many great pieces. But like man, you talking about right now,
Yes,
he
yes.
went through the struggles of drugs
Wow.
and stuff like that, and they tried to keep him oppressed because of that.
Yeah.
You know, and not put his stuff out there.
Yeah.
But he still managed to crack through the concrete.
Ready for a popcorn adventure? Popcorn Remix is more than just a snack. It's an experience. With over 50 bold and unique flavors like king crab legs, hot wings, and lemon pepper, and Charlene's banana pudding, every bite is a burst of culinary creativity. Founded by entrepreneurs Ryan Richmond and Greg Bowman, Popcorn Remix turns life's toughest moments into something sweet. Visit their Conyers, Georgia store or order online at popcornremix.com and explore flavors you've never imagined. That's popcornremix.com, where every kernel tells a story. Teachers and parents, are you ready to empower your students to become stronger writers? Check out Rethinking Writing One Word at a Time by Sheila Beverly, a workbook that's been praised by educators for its innovative approach to teaching grammar and writing. Dr. Daryl Morris calls it a motivational hook that helps students get their ideas down on paper, and other teachers rave about its hands-on tools like the Grammar Bubble manipulative toy to make learning fun. Perfect for classrooms or home learning? Get your copy now on Amazon and watch your students' writing skills shine.
Through the concrete.
This is so beautiful, and not only that, I want to switch gears a little bit and kind of talk about how you've been able to pen. This just two books, right?
Yeah.
So you got deeply rooted and planting seeds.
Yes.
And so I want to talk, first of all, the planting seeds, that's heavy right there. And that seed is being planted. Can you talk a little bit about planting seeds, how this book came to life? What was the writing process like for you when you wrote Planting Seeds?
Well, when I got to planting seeds, I knew it was done. I know that. And planting seeds starts with Psalms 1 and 3. Like he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. It brings forth its fruits in its seasons. Whose leaves also shall not wither. And whatever he does shall prosper. And then I go on, yes, indeed, he's truly planting seeds.
Yeah.
So when I got to that, when I knew that was the epitome of that book.
I got you. Now you ever just flow from there, huh?
Yeah.
I love it, man. It's beautiful. Let's talk a little bit about Deeply Rooted.
And now Deeply Rooted was actually started before Planting Seeds, but then I went back and rejourneyed and finished it up like in 2024.
Yeah.
It's got some unique pieces in it. You ever talk like Black history? I got like pieces in there.
Yeah.
I got like piece on Martin Luther King in there, Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Tupac.
Oh yeah.
Piece called Black Man. I got different stuff. It also has, it's 5 sides of me.
Yeah.
It's not just chapters, it's 5 sides.
5 sides. I like that. If you would, could you read an excerpt from Deeply Rooted? Or do you have something off the top of your head?
Yeah. What you want? I mean,
you could just give me something out of there, man. That
I'm gonna give, since it's Black History Month.
Yeah, come
even
on
though
with
I'm
it.
Black History 365 days.
Come on, baby.
All day, every day.
All day, yes, sir.
I'll give you that ML Dr. Martin Luther King piece. They call it MLK. I'm standing here thinking, what a great man was he. He gives his life so that we can be free. His picture still hangs on my wall. Through the nonviolent movements, he stands tall. Weathering the storm from the north, east, west, and south. He spoke loud and clear. His voice rocks the house. He talked about daily suffering, the abuses and the discriminations. He explained how we could live as one nation. He fought against having separate water fountains, restaurants, and schools during a time while people were treated so cruel. His name stands for what was right. He battled with the Ku Klux Klans throughout his life. Also coming together with his congregation, he dealt a crashing blow to the bus segregation. His expectations were to fight against impossible odds. That's why I have to sit back and give a nod to a man who is undoubtedly one of the most influential people ever known. Through his dignified speeches, he really set a tone for us as citizens to live by. And if nothing else changes, we should keep on fighting until we die. He was better known for his march on Washington, D.C. It was the privilege to hear and see over 250,000 people there to hear him quote, "I have a dream." Still today, this well-delivered master is carved in history and it reigns supreme. He is one of the most appreciable thinkers and civil rights leaders of his own kind, even though he was assassinated at an early age of 39. But his legacy lives on in all Americans. So don't be dismayed. That's why they gave this awesome man his own holiday. Dr. Martin Luther King, we love you.
I love it, man. Yeah. I love it, man. So listen, can you tell the folks, and that was beautiful, man. Can you tell the folks how they can purchase both of these books, Mark?
Both of the books are on Amazon. Planting Seeds on all platforms. And you can probably next week go on my website. It should be developed and finished up.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get them all on Amazon. And please go on my Facebook page, Marc Worthy, MARC Worthy, and you can see some of my performances and some of my, spoken word stuff that I do. I'll be most of the time I'll be at Place called the Marge in High Point. It's a nice atmosphere if you haven't been there. Do it on Thursday, 7 to 9.
Right on, man. Are you on Instagram too?
Yes.
How can they follow you on Instagram?
Same thing, Marc Worthy. You can get through my Facebook to the Instagram.
Marc, listen, man, this has been just an absolutely wonderful conversation. And we're going to have many, because I got to do a part 2 with you, man. We might need to film you, man, actually doing more
Spoken
poetry,
word.
some more spoken word, man, because I think it's needed, especially in a time such as this, man. We like to hear those powerful words that you have to say. Marc, again, thank you so much for your time, man. We really do appreciate it. Listen, if you folks haven't had the opportunity, make sure you guys go out and check out his books, Deeply Rooted and Planting Seed by Mr. Marc Worthy, a.k.a. Smov Word. All right. This is the Black Ross Network.
And before we close out,
sure, go ahead. Talk to me.
I have a book for you. It's the Deeply Rooted copy of my book.
My man. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Keep being
no
great,
doubt.
y'all.
No doubt.
Peace.